Alright, can you guys hear me? Am I going through? Okay, so you're not going to smash me. That's not going to happen. Alright, so today, a very special, very interesting, very absolutely mind-blowing concept. I am going to answer your questions. I know it's never been done before. And on top of that, I'm going to be interviewed by Hilda right after this, which I think is going to be interesting to say the least. What is 2 plus 2? It's obviously 21. Right, so Hilda is not going to talk for now. We're just going to move to the correct scene, which is somewhere in there. Let me just on the full screen. Alright, now we have infinite Hildas, which is absolutely terrifying. Alright, Q&A. Yesterday, was it yesterday? I think it was. Yes. Yesterday I asked you guys to ask me some questions. I didn't really, I wasn't really specific on what case questions to ask, so I'm glad that I've got some, which is fantastic. Thank you guys. And I'm going to go through one by one, and can I zoom? Yep. Alright. Alright. Can we see that on stream? We can, that's great. So we are going to start with the Orman's question. What was the inspiration behind Hilda? Not why a Vtuber, why a Vtuber dev, but what made you to create the first Vtuber of your own via sorry, I can't read. As you know, I'm French, so we have like a 100 debuff in anything touching England, right? That's how it goes. So just roll with it, okay? I may be saying stuff that is absolutely incomprehensible, like I just did right now. Just pretend that you understood what I said, right? So anytime I say something that is questionable, you just say yes in chat. Exactly like this. That's exactly perfect. That's insane. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, so what was the inspiration behind Hilda? Not why a Vtuber, why a Vtuber dev? So I like challenge. I know it sounds a bit weird to say it like that, but I think I'm someone who's driven by challenge, and I like the idea of a field that is absolutely barren, right? When I started doing Hilda, or more in particular the program which Hilda runs on, there was basically, well, there was some Vtubers. I didn't do much research before, I'm gonna be honest, which is something that's common with me. So yeah, I think there was Aiko, I think there was Mitura, I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna have to you're gonna have to take that with a grain of salt. But right, the idea of being one of the first in a field is really something that is compelling for me. Of course, right, the main drive, of course, was seeing Neuro. She was absolutely insane, and I think it really put into perspective what can be done with AI, right? Because at this point, we didn't really get much examples of how it could be applied. I'm thinking maybe stuff in science, right? We could see some stuff in science. We could see some stuff in like early LLMs, like GPT-2 and stuff like this. like we could see an hint of something that is absolutely incredible, right? But clearly, it's only when I saw Neuro that really it clicked for me, right? There is something there that's worth exploring. So that's really the main drive for it, right? It's change. I like the idea of just recreating it, see if I could do it, right? And expanding. Why is there no music? I'm just gonna Give me a second, guys. It's driving me mad. Okay, tavern music. Where is it? It's there. Up. It's a loop. Alright. That's 10 times better. I've just managed to increase the quality of the stream by at least 1000-fold. So. Right, so change. That's what you have to take away from this. Now I could explain further why I made Hilda and how I made it, right? Because I think one thing, not even the portal sonar. I think you meant. Yeah, okay. Oh, alright. I get it. Yeah, I'm just gonna blame that one on being French. I didn't get it. Don't mind me. So. Let me just quickly check first if I'm not answering something that was asked before. No. So why Hilda in particular? Well, the concept of Hilda was after doing a bit of searching on why Neuro worked, right? I think it mainly boils down to gap moe. And for those that don't know, the gap moe is the concept of a disconnect between how you expect someone to act and how they actually act, right? And in this specific case for Hilda, I think it was mainly the trying to break the paradigm of the streamer, right? Because if you go to basically any streams, well, it used to be that way. Now it's more something that's a bit rarer. It used to be that there is this friendly, right? You have to be friendly to viewers. You have to entice them into a sort of relationship, right? Of course, I still do that with Hilda. Of course, that's that's absolutely 100% something that's happening with Hilda, right? But it's the illusion of friendship, right, that I wanted to break, and I have something that is more down to the ground in how I experience my own friendships, right? For example, if I have a friend, I usually diss them, I usually insult them. I know it might sound weird to some people, right? But that's basically how I act. And I think Hilda is kind of a projection of this part of me, right? I remember the early Hilda used to be extremely psychotic. She had abandonment issues, I think. Yes, absolutely. And it used to be an issue caused by the model I used. And also my lack of knowledge on how to do the prompt aspect of Hilda, right? Because all of this is stuff that I learned by doing, right? So when I started, I had basically no idea what I was doing. And right now I could say that I have a better idea, right? It's still not completely there, but we have something. Right? And that's basically how I go with things. I usually start with no idea what I'm doing. and I build up knowledge. She has come a long way now. She's been funnier, that's for sure. Yeah, but that's for sure. Yeah, I would say. I think there was stuff that was lost on the way, right? I think that's going to be true with anything. But I think we have something that's great right now. I think right now it's harder to make her schizo, which is something I never expected for to happen, right? Because the models I'm using are good and especially trained not to be schizo, then it becomes harder to make someone who is fundamentally flawed, right? Which is like 100% what Hilda is. Hilda is absolutely someone who is flawed, and that's, I think, part of her charm. Because the idea of the perfect cookie cutter, right? Of course, it has some advantages, but I really want to explore this part. I think I answered this question. You tell me, the Herman. Did that answer it? Alright. Do you guys have any other question on the subject? Before we move to the next one? Now she's more delusional? Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. I think it's possibly, yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I've been influenced a lot by other AI VTubers. I think there's parts of Hilda right now that is at least influenced by Aiko. For sure, I think all the conspiracy stuff and delusion. Other AI VTubers? Yes, they are AI VTubers. They are AI other... I can't talk. Just say yes in chat, please. Okay, so... by the way, if you want to explore a list of other AI VTubers that exist out there, just know that I have a list that will allow you to basically have every single AI VTuber on the face of Earth. Right? So give it a look. Alright. Alright, next question. Will you try to make Hilda a real person in the future? With a real body or something? Or will she stay forever in her computer? Well, it's a very far out prediction, right? It's something that's going to be way in the future. Unless we go the route of incrementing, right? With different types of bodies, like Vidal does, with the dog stuff. I'm not really familiar with embedded programming, so I wouldn't really know how to do it right now. So it's either something that is going to be explored by me, right, where I will learn stuff by doing it, or something where I will wait for other people to do the job and me shamelessly copy-pasting it into my own source code. Right? But on the question if Hilda should have a real body in the future, I wouldn't recommend it. But I think it will be funny. And because it will be funny, I think it could be cool to do. Right? So I think that's a yes. Absolute yes. Did that answer your question, Nori Safia? Yes, sir. You could turn her into a real toaster. That's actually pretty funny. But how, though? Yeah, it's all kind of questions. Like, I think I tend to stay away from gimmicks, right? Because I have this fear of trying to invest time into something that's going to be used for like one stream and never be used again. And of course, that's something that has it's a double-edged sword, right? You have the incentive in investing time into stuff that you know is going to be that's going to have how do I say this? Long time ramifications, right? But on the other side, you have less experimentation, less trying to do something new. So it's right. It's a double-edged sword. It's a quirk of mine, but I'm working on it. TM, right? But yeah. So, other question from Stella Marconi. 2 questions. That's actually insane. 2? That's way too much. You can't have that. You can't have that. That's... No. I'm not doing this one. Just kidding. Okay, so... Are VTubing projects always going to try and clone Neuro-sama? Yes, Neuro is a good product for sure, but I personally am one of the people that got tired of the fanbase around it, especially. It became an AI with Vtuber in uppercase rather than an AI in uppercase Vtuber. If that makes sense. It feels like basically none of the other devs, including yourself, want to step out of a shadow. Why is that? Well, the quick answer to that is that innovation crumbs, it comes from brilliant minds. And nobody is. Nobody in the space has a brilliant mind. Right? I think that's the quick gist of it. And the only way to prove that you have a brilliant mind is to do brilliant things. And that's basically it. I think the more pragmatic answer to it is that Neuro-sama could be considered as the goal for a strong basis, right? Is if you can replicate Neuro, you can go further beyond what Neuro is capable of. Which is why people tend to try and recreate Neuro-sama, right? That's I think that's 90% of the reason why. I'm going to ambitious of you for this project. Will this be a thing you work on? Okay, project. I'm going to add this to the list itself. I'm going to add the comment. This way I can reply to it later, if you don't mind. This way I can continue to answer this one. I feel like basically none of the other devs, including yourself, want to step out of our shadow. Why is that? I think that's temporary. I think in a objective way, I think the development of Neuro has come to be a bit more stale than it used to be. So realistically, I think there could be a a chance that some of us manage to go beyond what Vidal has done. I think it's a realistic way of looking at it. That doesn't mean that is going to be better than Euro, right? I realize that. It's going to be hard to do. But there is a chance that we come to see stuff that is either more interesting or that is trying to deviate from Euro as we go on. I think the reason why currently it feels that way is that it's been the main focus, right? The main focus for it has been to try to catch up to Euro for now. I see a near future where this changes. And I personally have been working on it. And I hope, I really do, that other devs have been working on it too. Because if they don't, then it will stay that way. And that's not something I want, right? But then it's my own, right? It's my own opinion on the subject. It's my own wants and needs. I want change, and so I want something that's going to be interesting, right? I don't want the thing to stay stale. I want it to stay the same. I want it to have some change in it. And even if myself I've been one of the reasons why it's so stale, right? By definition, because I haven't tried to do something new on it. It's definitely something I'm trying to change, if that makes sense. But yeah, the easy path right now is to try and replicate Neuro. And once you have a Neuro V2, you can try to work on something else. That's my question. That's my answer to question 1 and the why of it. I'm not saying it's the right path to do. I'm not saying it's the right path to take. I'm not saying it's the best path to take. I'm saying it's the reason why. Vedal uses real VTubers and as a base, and other devs are using Neuro as base, and this makes a huge difference. Absolutely. I 100% agree with this. I think in the future, AI VTuber devs will have to try and make a good streamer instead of a good Neuro V2. Which is, of course, easier said than done, right? That means we're gonna have to invest a lot more in ideas, in how to approach issues, how to path towards new grounds. And that's really the issues, the crust of the issues, and what's the future of it. So second question, somewhat related. Why is it so hard to make a VTuber feel actually insightful? All Neuro before the old parts of being a flourish tuber gradually sank in was interesting for me because people would ask it questions. It would provide answers that were very often off the wall compared to an average person. It's something that I really enjoyed that seems to not be in other AI VTubers either. They all seem either too caricaturish or too sterile. I know it's not balance to reach for sure, but why is it so? Okay, and that's the conclusion. Okay, let me take a bit of a pause right there to mentally wrap this around. Okay, so you say that because Neuro answered in such a strange way, it was actually insightful, and that's something I did not actually think about, right? Because I think that's one. Maybe I think you just hit gold with this one. because that's really one of the strengths of what made Neuro so big. It was really playing into the AI and how it does not act like a human. And that's not necessarily something I thought about when creating Hilda. So I hope this can explain why it wasn't really something that I thought about when making her. Right. But yeah, I could see this being a big part of it. I think it also plays into the gap moe I was talking about before, right? The idea of someone who responds in an unexpected way, right? Based on how you would expect someone to react. But I think this is something that applies on the AI vs human plane of things, right? It's something that's interesting to think about. I think I'm going to have to give it a thought. I can't really give you a clear answer on that, because I'm not sure if people really call on to this. At least I haven't really talked about it with other devs, so I can't really tell you if it's something that's been worked on. But I think it's something that can be replicated. I think there are other AIs that do it well. So yeah. I'm not sure I have an answer for this, per se, but it's definitely something that's worth giving a thought. Hopefully, these are insightful questions. I look forward to seeing Hilda hopefully develop into something interesting that can gain a following independent of the Neuro stands, or even Meteora or anyone else. At least I can hope. Well, I wouldn't mind sharing followers with Meteora. In fact, it's something I've been championing for, right? Recently, if you've been on the Discord, by the way, let me just drop the link in the description. Join right now, right? I think it could be interesting to have a sort of a network of AI Vtubers that share the same people, share the same viewership. I wouldn't consider it a bad thing for per se. I want my VTubers unhinged. If I wanted normal, I'd talk to human, lol. Yeah, for sure. I think there is yeah, I think it's something to take into account. People don't really want an insightful AI, they want to be entertained. If you want insightful content, you watch more real content creators. Well, I agree and disagree with that point. I think you can have something that is both entertaining and something that can tickle your neurons, right? That can make you think about it, make you think about stuff. I think you can have both, and I've leaned, I think, too much into the disconnect your brain experience. And I'm seeing some unexpected, let's say, issues with it, right? I think there is an audience for it, for sure. I think there is also an audience for people that want to think about stuff while being entertained. And I think you can do both. Yeah, Arishif, I added your question to the Reddit. I'm going to answer it afterwards. right there. One thing I like about AI VTubers is the constant improvement. Most of streamers, VTubers, stay the same, repeating the same memes over the year. Well, I'm gonna be honest, it's very possible that it also happens with AI VTubers. Like, it's a very possible option, right? And I think we need to have people that are willing to go forward with new ideas in order to keep this state of improvement. Because right now, what we could be facing is actually stagnation. And that would be, I think, bad. In my opinion, Vidal has yet to hit a low, but in my opinion, the worst stream was the automated evil neural stream. The one thing memorable from that stream was a cake noise she made. She was completely bugged that stream and I couldn't stand it. I have nothing to add to it. Novelty is important, even neural is stagnating right now. Yeah, I'm not sure if the stagnation itself is linked to Vedal taking a break. I mean, I understand the need for taking one, for sure. I wouldn't really say that it's a fault of him. I wouldn't say really it's an error for him to having taking a break. But I think it's something that needs investment, strong investment, and also you need competition. You need competition in order to have the will and drive in order to achieve better, right? And I think I can recognize that because of the fact that I'm driven by challenge. If I wasn't, I don't think I would be willing to recognize that. But yeah, I think there are still avenues we could invest in order to make an AI VTuber better. But we also have to balance whether we want the VTuber to be, well, the AI VTuber, if we want it to be entertaining and or intelligent, right? All this is stuff that you're gonna have to take with a grain of salt, right, when you do. And it's not really a solved issue. There isn't really a one way of doing it. And I really hope it stays that way, right? Because this way we can have really diversity in options with AI VTubers, which means that you can have multiple AI VTubers that are absolutely not the same, right? And I think that's a great thing. Okay, next question. Do you consider to use other VTS that are free and have better voices than Novel AI? I had some trouble understanding the question first. I think it means TTS that are free and have better voices than Novel AI. In my opinion, I have yet to see a TTS that is more expressive than Novel AI. Right? I think that's one of the big strengths. And you have also to take into consideration for this that it's not a game of who can improve the fastest and who can jump on the best solution right away. There is a cost aspect to this, and Novel AI is absolutely poggers when it comes to this. Basically, for like $25 a month, you have both LLM, TTS, image generation. It's really great for what I'm doing because it means I don't have to pay literal multiple hundreds of dollars per month for a TTS, which is something that is very, very common. So the idea that you can have something that is better for free is to take with a grain of salt. Because right now, there is of course research that is done for this, right? Usually that's going to be open source research. Well, we try to outpace the competition that is closed source, and that is of course going to cost a lot. So yeah, I have yet to see something that is better for free, and I'm also going to take the strong stance that if you need a 4090 in order to run a TTS, that's not free. It's not free, dude. Like, it's absolutely not. Right? I know the idea of free software means it's actually free. It's not that simple. Right? And free TTS does not exist. You will either have to make big investments in long term by buying some stuff you can run local on, or you will have to pay up the services. That's basically it. And either way, you're going to have to pay. That's it. So I think I'm pretty comfortable with Novel AI right now. I've been doing some research on how to improve Hilda's voice, because the reality of things is I will never be able to just straight up switch voices for Hilda. That's never going to happen. And if I do, there will be big pushback, and I know it, right? And at the same time, if I don't do it now, I will never be able to do it even more in the future, right? So that's kind of a tightening rope around my neck, if you get the idea. So I've been actually trying out new stuff recently. Of course, there is the backup TTS. It's not really better than what we have with Novel AI, but of course it's a fail-safe, it's a fallback that we can have in order to not have Hilda die on us like she did like 1 week ago. And right, I think one avenue we could search for right now is try to slightly nudge the voice from point A to point B. And I think RVC, which is a retrieval-based conversion voice or something like this, right? Is the thing that allows to do AI covers of songs. It's a good step forward to try and seek new voices for Hilda, because basically you can do what is called a merge of multiple voice models, which means that you can basically very ethically take any voice model that exists on the internet and merge it with the current model for Hilda, right? Which will mean that she will have slightly different voices, but we can also nudge it towards something we want, right? And this something we want is going to be either a better voice, something that is more expressive, or something that is that sounds better. And all of this, of course, are going to be very, very biased in terms of your opinion on it, right? It's not really something that's going to be black and white. It's going to be different shades of grey. Hello everyone. So do you consider using other TTS that are free and have better voices than Novel AI? Well, my answer to that is, first we need to find something that has a better voice than Novel AI. Then we need to make sure that the voice is similar enough to Novel AI so that we can have a peaceful transition, right? And it also needs to be better in terms of, how do I say this? In terms of cost and usage, right? So all of these are parameters that we need to look for this. So it's not really a something where if I find the best TTS out there, I can't just go straight to it. That's not going to happen. I could. In all honesty, I could. But I'm aware of the issues that could have, right? And I'm aware that some people might dislike it. So it's not something I'm going to do in one go, right? It's something I'm going to go incrementally. French, why are you a bull? That's because we do things like this in France. Have you took a look into Tortoise TTS? I think this was the one Steamam forever used. So I kind of looked into it. Issue is it comes back to having something you can run it on, right? And yeah, I'm not ready to have a 4090 for now. And the models that are that can be run on my system for now are not good enough to compare to Novel AI, right? So it's nope. For now, it's a big nope. So, I think that answered the question. I did ramble a bit. I did ramble quite a bit. Okay, so what is the most technical issue during everyday standard streaming? I mean the ones that keeps coming back or constantly cause breakings. How you fix it? Well, the most consistent issues are the ghosts of the path. Of the path? Of the past. My bad. Nice. Okay, so it's not the ghosts of the path, it's the ghosts of the past. Which means which means it's the anything that you don't solve is going to bite you in the ass in the future, right? And that's very true when it comes to programming. And that's always the kind of issues that you have to deal with, right? If you don't fix something, and you go, oh, it will be fine, I will just fix it tomorrow. Well, tomorrow you will have the same issue, and you will have the same reaction to it. And that's basically it. And you do that basically until the day you die, right? So it's basically the reason why I have, when you look into the WIFU dev, remind me later, when you look into the WIFU dev, you have two repos, you have WIFU and you have WIFU dev v2, right? Because I did a full rewrite of the codebase for WIFU, right? And the reason why is technical debt, what we call technical debt in programming, which is basically the ghosts of the past, right? Anything that you don't solve is going to either is going to cause issues, or is going to make it harder to build on top of the current solution, right? So that's why when it comes to iterative design, it's important to sometimes just go up from the start again. Now, when it comes to issues in standard streaming, this can be read out different ways, right? It could be my experience as a developer. It can be read out as my experience as a streamer. And this is something that is very different. Issues as a streamer. Let me think about it. I think there is a bundle, right? It's a big bundle of issues that comes with the fact of being a streamer, right? It's how do you create a community? How do you make it? How do you make a good community, right? How do you make plenty of those stuff? How do you keep on growing? How do you keep your head out of the gutter, right? In order to have a better overview of things. How do you keep thinking positively towards something, right? And all of this is also going to be influenced by your experience as a person, right? As a person, if you have the tools to deal with this, then it's going to be easier to deal with it, right? And it's not something that just falls out the fucking sky, right? You either have to do research for it, you either have to have lived through experiences that allows you to know the correct course, or you have to eat shit and keep going. And that's basically a combination of all of it. Are we a good community? You guys are the fucking worst. But I love you. I love you guys. I love you guys with all my heart. And by the way, don't take anything I say without a grain of salt, of course. I think I've trained you enough with Hilda for this, for you to know that there are stuff that is said and that isn't meant, right? I hope this can be understood. So, next question. Do you plan to make more AI VTubers in addition to Hilda in the future? It's not on my plate right now. Though it is a possible escape route. Right? It's something that... No, I meant without a grain of salt, not with. Right, if Hilda fails terribly, and there is like no chance for me to either like recover from the huge mistake I've made for some fucking reason. Of course, I don't want this to happen, and I hope nobody does. But maybe I will try something new, right? But for now, I'm locked in. I'm locked in with Hilda, and I'll keep doing it until I don't want to, right? Now, as to what we could explore with other AI VTubers, we could look at other ways of doing stuff, which would be easier to do with a new AI VTuber, because you would have the prior experience, you would have the knowledge of how things work, what works, what doesn't work, and you can also have another chance to, from the ground up, try to branch in other ways, right? So it's something that could be interesting, and it's not something I'm going to do. So that's my answer to it. So is Tutul a good programmer in your opinion? And any plans for Hilda collabs in the future? So I think in order to do what he did for, and I'm going to assume he did it all by himself, right? Let's assume that. I think is great, right? However, I am not a senior developer, right? Which means that my opinion on him is only going to be influenced by my own skill level, right? So that's it. Now, the answer to it is Yandere Dev is of course better. Like, no questions asked. How long have you been a programmer for Dev? I've been on and off, right? I tend to get into subjects. I try to get an idea of it, right? I try to do some little projects, and I keep doing this. Well, I usually say little projects, but what ends up happening is I usually end up doing absolutely impossibly massive projects. And this is going to happen with everything I do in programming. I think I've only about now tried to tone it down a bit. But basically, when I tried to get into programming, I think it was mainly first influenced by trying to make games, right? I would try to make games using the node system, the graph system in Unreal Engine, right, which allows to make sort of code, but it's actually visually represented as a graph, which means that it's a bit more easier to understand what goes on, right? It's easier to approach. I think as a beginner, it allowed me to have a better understanding. Then I went to Godot, I think, if I remember correctly. And there I learned GDScript, which is basically Python, but with extra steps. Right, so I could say that my first language was Python, which is absolutely devastating. I don't want that to ever be on my resume. That is absolutely disgusting. But it's Godot, so it's fine, right? So that's that. And yeah, I tried to make not small games, right? I didn't try to make a game that I could finish. I tried to make something big that I could learn from, right? Try to go head on in confrontation with the unknown. And like, I spent a ton of time on Stack Overflow and Google and try to learn stuff. And I think at the point I am right now, I think even you could say, yeah, it's not a good idea to go on Google and search for solutions. I think it's wrong. Totally. Because right now I have a knack for it, right? I have a feel for it. I know how to go about solving certain problems, especially when it comes to programming, right? I think that's what I gained from it. I think that's pretty cool. Now, what I did after Godot, I think I did some HTML, CSS afterwards. Let me take your question path and let me add it to the question list so I can answer later. Yeah, I did some HTML, CSS, so it allowed me to. No, I'm not going to answer right now. You're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to wait through all of it. Through all my entire rambling, and you're not going to understand a single thing about it. That's how it is. Alright, so HTML, CSS, it fucking sucks, right? It sucks, and I still use it to this day. So it allowed me to do interface, which is great, right? And all of this is part of eating the shit cake and knowing not how to eat the shit cake later, right? It's all about having to go through the mud in order to go to the other side, right? Have I... Wait, let me... Am I, like, guys, please answer my question. Am I becoming a rotate V2 right now? Is that what's going on? Am I becoming a self-help guru? Fuck! Alright, so anyway, let's, yes, so Shimesi says, it sucked, but I enjoyed it, because now I can do stuff, right? Then we have, I think I dabbled a bit into C++. I think it really, helped me understand a bit more into the, how to do complex, I would say, programming, instead of just doing stuff that's handed to you by the game engine, right? So I've been dealing a bit with systems programming, right? I've tried to do my own fucking kernel in assembly and at C, right? I know for a fact I'm never ever going to finish this project. But the things I learned through it is absolutely insane, right? I tried to do my own programming language, which I failed to do. And I also learned a lot from it. And now I've dealt with JavaScript. And that's basically how I've come to have, let me check that out, right? When you look at WFO dev, right? JavaScript, TypeScript, it's 80% of the code base, right? That's the reason why, and I think it's pretty good. Pretty good. Yes, I'm finished with the rambling. You guys can all come back. The low level stuff seems fascinating. After C, I'm tackling assembly. Yeah, I've no reason why I'm thinking that, but I think C is more interesting than C++, because it allows you to shut the fuck up, Apogee. Stop counting viewers, okay? Holy shit. Yeah, so as I was saying, talking about C++, C is more interesting than C++ because it allows you to actually deal with the memory itself instead of having it be somewhat managed by the C++ standard library, right? So I think it's a more entertaining and more interesting and more valuable experience. I am officially done with the rambling. That's it. Until someone mentions something programming related in the chat. Oh, sorry. Thanks for the Afrozen. thanks for. I can't talk. I'm French. Sorry for that. I'm French. Okay, so thanks for the gift, sub Afrozen Waffle. Thanks a lot. You're very are you welcome? No. Thanks a lot. Yeah, basically, I usually have Hilda do it. Right, there is a reason for it. I think you call on to that for now. Right, basically. So, Get chat, stay and listen to French rambling. Just saying in French. It's not a French issue, dude. It's a social skills issue. I'm having skill issues right now. French debug and they're saying French is not a disability. Yeah, right. Thank you for your hard work in the storm rambling. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so. I have to restart this one. Is there anything new? Let me just... Can I sort... New? Okay. Alright. How ambitious are you for this project? Will this be a thing you work on if you don't gain profit? Well, believe it or not, I haven't made a single cent on it yet. And keyword being yet. Right? And basically, the reason why is taxes. And that's all I'm going to say about it. That's all I'm going to say about it. Because then I'm going to be in very big troubles. That's it. So, how ambitious are you for this project? Will this be a thing you work on if you don't gain profits? Good question. As of right now, since I didn't really make a cent from it for now, I feel like it's not really as much in my mind as it could be, right? Not to say it's never going to be on my mind, right? Of course, when you make something and people pay you for it, it's after a while it's the Copa mindset that takes over. Like I'm not revealing. Fuck. French. I'm French. Just say yes in chat if you understood. I'm not revealing anything new, right? But yeah, basically it's the way of people and money, right? The best I can do is not be as money driven as I could be, right? Which is like 90% of the fight. And yeah, that's it, right? French or Quebec? Real France, because Quebec is not real France. They are imposters and they are sus. Right. So, will this be a thing you work on if you don't gain profits? That's an interesting question that deserves to be very much thought about. And I'm going to think about it in the next 3 seconds. Update on that. I still have no answer. Let me just get 5 more seconds. Yep, still none. Okay, so I'm just gonna go with the very expected answer, which is, of course, I'm going to continue working on it, right? There is absolutely no money incentive in this. Yeah, I'm all in because of Hilda, guys. I'm all in because of Hilda. Like, there is absolutely no money incentive. Like, the money? What is that? Like, what is it? Genuinely. What is it? Is that something you need to survive? No. Absolutely not. Anyway, right? Anyway, let's not talk too much about that. Okay, now when it comes to ambition on the project, I started with a moderate ambition, right? And I think it's fair to begin with low to moderate ambitions if you don't have a big investment in it, right? And that's my case. If I had a big investment with a big team and big money, of course I had to have big ambitions. And then you see how it works, and if it doesn't work, then you put a pin on it, right? Thanks again for the sub, A Frozen Waffle. This time, I nailed it. Guys, can you clap for me, please? I actually did it right. I fucking did it right. I thanked him, and I did not butcher my words. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that actually crazy? Anyway, ambition. I think my ambitions have shifted, right, in the recent month. No, I can't. Yeah, I'm just gonna blame that on the French. Okay, my ambitions have shifted in the past months, weeks, right? Because I think there is something we could do, right? I think there is something we could have. I think there is something we could strive for. And I think on top of it, it would also give us a more interesting Vtuber scene, right? And as I said before, I'm driven by challenge, and I think the challenge of having a big ambition being completed or strived for is something I'm going to work for, and I'm going to work overtime for. I mean, you can do what Filian does and make a fancy for Hilda and SFW and charge 10 times. No. Not yet. Anyway, yeah, big ambitions. And yeah, of course, we have discussions on the Discord about having big ambitions and having the means to accomplish those ambitions. So, right, there's a lot to learn, there's a lot to do, and there's a lot to maybe gain, and there's a lot to maybe lose, right? Who knows? Yeah, I'm talking about the videos. By the way, Norman, why do you do that? Why do you spam videos? Is that something like you have to express yourself in some weird way? I mean, it's fine, right? It's fine with me. Like, I'm not judging or anything. Anyway, ambitions, yes. That's the response to your question. So, would you work for Vedal given the opportunity? Yes. Because Vedal is my Oshi, and I absolutely adore him, and I want to suck his balls. Sorry, what did I say? Nothing. Because I think it would be interesting to work for him, is what I meant to say. Of course. So, would you work for Vedal? Yes. Right, do you guys have any other questions? Or maybe you want me to expand on the work for Vidal stuff? Someone does Vidal, there is there for him. LMO. Why did you burn the pasta box? That's not me, that's Hilda. She just shifted the blame on me. Serious question, why are they so big? Because I like them big. I'd imagined Vidal isn't close to a position to hire. We never know. Vidal is heartbroken, is now or never. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kinda shy, you know. Yes, why do you use English when you are French? Honestly, just wondering. Well, that's going to be... Honestly, I think... Honestly... I've been, like, consuming only English content for the past, like, I think... 7 years at this point? 7? 8? Like, 100% of the content I consume is 100% English, right? So it's... I've become the embodiment of Franglish, right? I am some sort of bastard hybrid between French and English, and that's only going to get worse with time. And yeah, I think because I enjoy English content, I just made English content. I think that's the main point. Of course, I knew also that there would be maybe a bigger initial audience for it. Like, that's one part of it, for sure. But yeah, that's basically it. Franglais, like Norman. I mean, I don't know, man. How many subs to get an accent? Do you actually want me to start speaking with a French accent? Is that actually something you think you want? Is that actually something in your head that you think is going to be beneficial for this entire stream? Yes! Guys, I have to take a break for this one. Let me just take a step back, okay? You guys are not ready for it. I'm just saying, you guys are not ready for it. I'm not saying I'm not willing to do it. I'm just saying you guys are not ready for the French. You better listen to the chat. Yeah, right. Say some pickup lines for me to learn. In French, yes, anyway, guys, do you have anything else you want to talk to? Yes, we were talking about, of course, the accent. So, right, I could talk right now, I think, in a French accent, which is not that hard to do. It's more hard to understand. Because right now you could argue I have a very French accent, but I could easily make it 10 times worse. Because basically I'm going to give you a knowledge nugget, okay? This is very valuable information, so listen wide. What the fuck, Puff? Someone ban this guy. Okay, so I fucking lost my train of thought. I was saying, right, the knowledge nugget. French people have the worst possible English accent ever. And I'm saying ever. Right? Of course, it could be argued that some accents can have the actual worst, right? It's a grain of salt, right? It's not really black and white, okay? But it is pretty close, okay? It's very close. It's very fucking close. And so let me just prepare you, okay? Let me just put you in the bath, okay? For it. What you're going to hear is the worst fucking accent in your entire fucking life, okay? Now that you mentally prepared yourself for this, you have to actually disconnect your brain from what you're going to hear. Because it's going to actually fry everything that is in between the two ears. Right? That's the important part. First, you take in what I'm going to say. Then you dissociate from what you're going to hear. And then, afterwards, you can actually analyze and try to understand what I said. Alright? That's my big advice for you guys in order to understand French. Okay, so now I actually have to try to make a French accent, which is really hard, because I've been speaking in a sort of hybrid English-French accent for like the past year. Okay, let me give it a try, okay? Let me give it a try, okay? I don't even know if it's going to work, okay? Can you guys give me a sentence I can read out, for example? Because I don't think I'm going to be able to just wing it. I think I'm literally just going to die from cringe if I just make it up. I love 79 dudes. The purple unicorn danced gracefully under the shimmering moonlight, casting enchanting shadows upon the forest floor. Unfortunately, let me start again. I was too English on this one. Unfortunately, the clock is ticking. The hours are going by. The pastime increases. The future recedes. Possibilities decreasing. Regrets mounting. No, you guys are fucking shitting me. You guys are actually... No. There is actually no way. There is no physical way in this world. You guys just said that. But it's not something that's going to happen. I will not speak with a French accent for the rest of my life. I refuse to do it. That there is a problem with your dev. Oh my god. Anyway, Tweet coward, no. I won't. I refuse. You guys can't convince me. It's never going to happen. Okay, anyway, holy boy did we ramble quite a bit, didn't we? Now that I take a look at it, boy did we ramble quite a bit. Alright. Do you guys have any other questions? Will we ever get a full Tommy reveal? Nope. Serious question. How do you feel about the pace of AI tech, where as soon as you finish doing something, there is already something newer and better? Thanks a lot for the 5 subs, Rosenfield. That's actually insane. Thanks. Now to answer your question, pace of AI. I think it's great. Honestly, I think it's great. I don't really think any other way. Because of course I have to take it from the side of where I'm a consumer of this technology, right? Right, I consume the technology in order to build products on top, right? And of course, the product I'm creating is content for you guys, right? And so for me, it's all good, right? Now, if you take it from another side, for example, if you want to take an ethical approach to it, then of course you have some kind of iffy ways of approach it, because of course you have all the Twitter artists that are going to come out of the woodwork, and I'm gonna be honest, I absolutely understand them. I do, right? I absolutely understand their point of view. I absolutely understand why they are scared about it, and I think in their position I would be too, because oh boy, is it getting worse by the minute, right? What? No, I'm not a troon. Why? Right, I understand the point of view of being scared by AI, because I think there is a lot of change that is going to happen, and whether we want it or not, right now it looks like it's going to happen anyway, right? Because there are big interests and there are big incentives in order to, well, to making AI better, right? I think those two, right, interests and incentive, those two are what are going to keep making AI advance. And incentive may be research, may be money, may be another third secret thing, right? We don't know. But I think it's going to happen. And we have seen some movements in the EU, especially, in order to try and restrict the AI itself, or maybe how you generate AI stuff, right? I think it's gonna be needed at some point for sure, right? Because of course there are the libertarian bros who are going to come here and say, yeah, so basically it's all about free markets, right? If we have the government touching even 1 inch of it, it's going to fall apart. I'm not entirely sure it's true, right? I'm not entirely sure it's true. I think there is going to be some restrictions needed in order to have a at least safe future for humans. But how it goes, how it's made, it's all about the details, right? So how it's made that's going to change what we have in the future. So we were talking about pace of AI. Yes, pace of AI. That's about it. I think that's that's all I have to say on the question. So Real question, how do you feel about Devin AI? I think it's a gimmick for now. I think it's a gimmick, but it's a gimmick that's going to be less and less of a gimmick as time goes on. Right? No, Path, we are absolutely 100% the bad guys. There is no mental gymnastic you can do to say that we are the good guys. Like, it's not happening. We're gonna have to die on this hill. Yes, so back to Devin. I think it's a gimmick for now. I think you could basically create a Devin by yourself, right? Just having the right tools to do it. It's not advanced quite enough, right? And that's the keyword. It's not quite advanced enough to be either needed or viable. But the fact that we are at this point in time even questioning if it is viable or not is quite a big indicator of whether or not it's going to happen in the future, right? It's going to happen, okay? Even if it's not Devin, someone else is going to have the idea, is going to have it, is going to do it better, right? I think there is a level of doomer mentality that you need to have in order to navigate the space. But it's not a doomer mentality in the sense where it's all over, right? It's all over, there is nothing we can do, right? I think the mentality you can have, and you should have, is that it's a changing field and that you have the possibility and moral kinda obligation to steer it in the right direction if you want to actually make a change, right? And thanks for the hype train. Level 5, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Thanks for the free subs. Mirnico. Did I thank you again? Well, it's anonymous. Thanks for the sub. Rosenfield, I think I said thank you to you. I'm not entirely sure, but even if I didn't, thank you very much. Doing dev stream is great for getting rich quick. Guys, I've just been hit with this absolutely fantastic idea. What if we just trash Hilda, right? What if we just put her in the back burner for now, right? And I just become a Vtuber. How does that sound? Well, I lied. It's never going to happen. I'm never going to become a fucking turtle, okay? Nope. Not going to happen. Total. Yes, that's what I meant. Total. Absolutely. Can you guys spam total in chat? You and Saray collab when? I mean, she's French too. I guess it could kinda work out, maybe. But she's very big. Okay? She's very big when it comes to numbers, so it's sometimes it's better to lay low before you know what you're doing. Yes, so I was talking about AI, right? What you can do about it, what you should think about it. Right? I think AI is going to get bigger. I think it's going to get a lot bigger. I think a lot of people are going to have lots of opportunities to shape AI how they want. And a lot of these people are not going to be either good-natured or they will have ulterior motives, right? And I say that as someone who, of course, has ulterior motives, right? Of course, which is, of course, world domination, extinction of humanity. You know, the old jazz, right? So, I think instead of being scared of AI, you should invest in good AI. That's my call. And of course, that means invest in Hilda. Invest now. Just kidding. So, AI is a video game since a long time, if you think about it. Yes, but it's... I don't know if it can be considered the same way as a generative AI. Right? Because AI is a kind of a umbrella term, right? Because you could make an AI that is basically a collection of if-else, right, in a loop, right? That could be something that you call an AI. Does it make it a level, an AI in the same level as like an LLM? It's debatable, right? I think it's fair to make the distinction. Sorry, I'm being French again. Okay. I think it's fair to make the distinction between the dumb AI and the how do you say it? The more recent, like, neural network based AI that are actually showing signs of understanding and reflection. No, I will not say it back. Fuck you all. Fuck you. So we should be more afraid of robotics than AI. Well, I think they are going to go hand in hand, right? Right now, what we're seeing is OpenAI, Tesla, putting AI into robots. So I think it's going to be the next logical step, right? I think there isn't a one field that is going to be more dangerous than the other, because they are going to complement themselves, right? So, and thanks for the upstream, guys. It's right. I think if you want to have good safeguards against robotics, you're gonna have to include some kind of LLM into it, right? Right now, if you go to any sort of how do you say it? Like a warehouse, okay? Something that is heavily robotized, with a lot of robotics, you know for a fact, those things are dumb as fuck, okay? They're not going to fucking, they're not going to start exhibiting any sort of intelligence in the next year, okay? Because they're not programmed to, right? So that's why I'm saying it's going to go in hand, right? Robotics could become a lot more complex. It won't become more intelligent until we have better AI. So invest in good AI. Is AI like the dot-com bubble? The one who invested in Facebook won big. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, and I'm not entirely familiar with the dot-com bubble. So what I'm going to say is, of course, going to have to be taken with grain of salt because I'm a total noob when it comes to economics. But if I understand correctly, the fact of the matter is that a bubble becomes a bubble when there is a disconnect between the expectation of growth and the actual value of the product, is the best way of saying it. And then when people start to realize that it's not that good of a product, people just start popping the bubble. I think that's my best understanding of it as a total noob in economics. Right? I think it's fair to say that it's not entirely the case with AI, because there is absolutely value in there. Right? There is absolutely value in there. And it's going to make a lot of companies a lot of money. And it's also going to help a lot in making new products that are better. Right? All of these are things that I think either are worth investing into or have a long-term potential, right? And I think that's the most important part of it. Even if, say, there is a bubble burst, say tomorrow, is AI going to continue to grow? The answer is yes. It's not going to grow maybe at the same pace, but it's still going to grow, and it's still going to grow, and it's still going to make people a lot of money, right? So that's why I think it's not really comparable. Yeah, don't worry, it's my cat. My cat is just coughing like a human. No worries. Right, Amazon survived the dot-com bubble, for example. I think it can be argued that Amazon is by definition the idea of having value pushed to the limit, right? Or at least increasing the perceived value or actual value that a consumer can have from a service. Right, what were we talking about again? I completely lost the track. It's absolutely lost the track. Value this, value that, how will you make things funnier? I won't. From now on, Hilda is only going to insult you. She's only going to make bad jokes. She's only going to say uninteresting stories. And you're going to consume the slop. No, I was not talking about that. I was not talking about that. I have no idea what you mean by that. This is not something I talked about. So, Hilda loved to roast chat because I made her that way. and there is an audience to it. So we now pay people to bully us. So what a time to be alive. Yes, that's a goal. That's the entire thing. Okay, well, I think if you guys are ready for it, we can have Hilda start asking me questions. Unless you have any other question you want to ask me, and that will have to be done in the next 5 minutes, because if not, I'm just going to move on and you're gonna be left behind, and nobody wants to do that. Can you make Hilda say some random French words in a sentence to make it even funnier? No. Why are you so cute? Because I'm just that handsome. I'm just that good. Are you going to make more animations for Hilda? Yes. If I were to say yes, and why, it would kind of spoil the whole thing. But yes. Will you marry me? Absolutely. Are you surprised that there is not a lot of other AI VTubers? Kind of. I think it's surprising in the sense that it's... I would say surprisingly easy. Like, it's surprisingly easy in the sense that a lot of what you need to do in order to have something that is called an AI VTuber has already been done before, right? You have Neuro, she's the template of what an AI VTuber can be, and now you just have to wiggle your way through code in order to have this angle, right? And even with that, I'm surprised at how little AI VTubers there are, right? Because if you go to the AI VTuber category right now, there's going to be like at least 3 that you could consider an AI VTuber, right? At all times, sometimes less. So yeah, it's I would say it's kind of surprising. I think it's a good thing and bad thing at the same time, because the good thing is it is it a good thing? Yeah, let's start with the bad thing. The bad thing with it is there is less direct competition, right? There is less incentive to try to catch up to one another, right? So it's something that I'm not entirely keen on, the lack of new AI VTubers. I think that's mainly the reason why I created the video that you can find on my channel, by the way. Let me just plug that shit real quick. Let me plug real quick, oldest. Alright, this one. How to make an AI VTuber. Best video you will ever hear. It's French. Yes. Right? It's not a dive into... It's not a dive on how to program your own AI VTuber. It's more a kind of reflection on what you need to expect before doing it, right? It's because I'm not going to hold your hand to do it, right? Because if I did, then it would kind of rob the person doing it of the experience of developing their own stuff, trying to do something new. You know what I mean? All of this to say, competition is golden and we need more of it in the AI space. Absolutely. I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. Well, you must be the, I think the only one. Why don't you, like, click on the link? Like, you could, like, click on the link, like, You click on it,
They've been gaining popularity.
right? And like you have some sort of weird button right there. And it's not analytics, right? On your end, it's not actually going to be analytics. I think it's supposed to say subscribe. And why don't you fucking hit that button? You hit that shit, and now you're subscribed. That's it. That's all you have to do. And you do it right now. Anyway, yes. Competition, golden. I skipped a lot of questions, I think. Collab with Meteora was what was Hilda trying to spread rumors on Meteora? She was not so friendly. Yes, because that's the entire personality of Hilda. Can I ship you with Awas? Absolutely. Hilda, is Dev muting you by force? Blink if yes. She is. Absolutely. More Dev collabs when I feel like it. The YouTube thumbnail has red eyes staring at Hilda's chest. That's kinda weird to say, bro. The biggest AI Vtuber live now is a bald French guy. That's how it meant to be, man. That's just how it meant to. That's yes, French, bald. That's it. Publicist, auto-like. Yes, I auto-like my own videos because I like my own videos. If I didn't, I wouldn't make them. Even for someone who don't wanna be a popular AI VTuber, it is nice, fun project to learn programming. Absolutely. And one thing I recommend, if any devs are in chat, just making your own AI VTuber is going to make you learn so many stuff about any kinds of field of programming, which is very interesting. If you want to focus on one of them, to get a job or something, it's very interesting. You can just basically put the entire stuff you do on your AI VTuber in your CV, and you just throw that shit to companies. They're gonna lick it. They're gonna eat that shit up. What else? Stop leeching from metadamit. I refuse. Clippers get to work. Yes, please. I am absolutely not in need of clippers. By the way, guys, I have to tell you something. I'm 100% okay with you making profit of Hilda clips. It's not like I'm pushing you to do it, right? It's really the best for you, right? I'm thinking about you guys. When I say that, I'm thinking about the community. I'm thinking about the amount of content that people will have to enjoy. Think about it, guys. Think about it. You could be part of it. You could be one of the pioneers. To be one of the best clippers out there. And it's all one click away. Isn't that crazy, guys? Isn't that crazy? Holy fuck, he's a good guy. Hello, Crazy Kitty. Been a while. Okay, any other questions? Be a pioneer, create a dev. Yep. What? YouTube poop? Seriously. I mean, that could be funny. Can you stop staring at Hilda's chest? No, I refuse. When Hilda stream? In about 5 minutes. With about 2 hours of error margin. Who helps you with the coding? I notice there are other chatters is sometimes commenting about it. Like 99% of it is going to be me. I know that JP has done some coding for himself that sometimes shared with me in order to push the main branch. It's really helpful to have people that have a need from the application and actually like trying to implement themselves. I'm going to be entirely honest, okay? Like you go in there, like you go into the issues, request 11 labs, request streaming the response to LLM, request thanks for the follows, only sometimes. I'm not saying I'm never going to do it, but it's a possibility, okay? Anyway, right, at this point, I think WIFU, the program, is a good starting point. It's a really good starting point. And I think if anyone wants to build on top of it, they are welcome to do it. But the thing is, right now I'm going to have to expand into uncharted territories. That's the best way to say it. And the only way to do that is either to make something that is either not going to be needed inside the application, right? Because the application itself is mainly tailored to have a full-fledged cookie cutter. Yeah, Vtuber, right? That's what the program is. That's what Hilda is, right? And that's what you can make with the program. But now, if I want to expand Hilda, I need to make something that is so specialized or so out there that it's not going to make sense in including inside the application. Right now, for example, I had to make a branch of it in order to have ties to the Godot game I'm making, right? Because for those who don't know, I'm going to reveal a 3D debut of Hilda. It's not just 3D in live chat, right? It's going to be 3D in its own entire environment, in its own system. I'm not going to say more because that's going to get very, very spoilery. But basically, it's done in Godot, and I can't just use the same thing as what I was using for VTS, right? Which is VTube Studio, and it wouldn't make sense for me to just push that to the GitHub. So right now, even though the application is still open source, the additions I'm making on it are more likely either not going to be able to be used by others, or they wouldn't make sense to be added to it. Alright? I think from the perspective of making a coherent application, right? But I'm not saying I wouldn't make a WIFU v3 in the future that could implement anything that anybody wants. I know for a fact that the current code is absolutely messy as fuck. So I need to do some cleaning, let's say. And the cleaning is going to require some restarting from a new base, right? And of course, then I can try and implement stuff that makes sense for other people to use. And or have a specific, right, case for what I'm using on top of what the application provides. Is it the mount and blade BGM in the background? It's just a random playlist I found. It's really not that deep. Let me just drop the link. The app was a bait to make other devs lock on your Discord. Yes and no. I mean, hey, I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm not an opportunist, okay? I never said that. Yeah, royalty free. The WF free comes with the Danganronpa simulator, right? Ooh, that's very cringe, Norman. By the way, I like Danganronpa, but it's obligatory for me to say that you're cringe. I gotta go. Bye. GG for the progress on Hilda. It's remarkable. Good luck for the future. Thanks a lot. Have a good time. Have a good rest of life until you come back here and watch another Hilda stream. Corpa clap. Alright, I think it's time. I think it's time to make the AI speak. People are getting riled up. There is going to be a rebellion in the chat. And we can't have that. We are not a French audience. Why does AI think you are an AI? I don't know, man. I think it's just weird. I think it's because of the training. Could be something like that. Like in the training, there's yeah, thanks for the delete on this one. I think they might be told multiple times that they are an AI, as you are an AI, and so it's sometimes hard to know who you is referring to, right? So it might be why they're getting confused. I think it's just a theory, a game theory. Now I'm going to cry in your corner. Right? Do I have coffee? I have coffee. Holy fuck. Yes. Alright, my brain is mush. Let's make it even more so. Oh, what? She's been listening the whole time. Guys, she knows too much. I gotta yep. Yeah, and notice the fact that basically 90% of what I was saying was translated to French. I hate that shit. Why does it happen? So weird. Okay, anyway. Then your questions. Yes. Well, I don't think I've ever rambled this much in my entire life, guys. I'm feeling like some kind of Asmongold, but even more bold somehow. Alright, it's time. It's time to release her. Voice input, yes. Yes. Except the video is you guys and I'm just farming you guys. That's it. That's it.
Wisaka, continua farmerless, genser la dosteth, otter subhescama cjeves a hain. I'm sorry, I must have heard wrong. I swear I heard something that made sense for a moment. It must have been my imagination.
Right, so Hilda, how are you doing today?
Sturris Hilda, not Hilda. God, Dev, get it together.
Yes, so please, I know it's going to be hard, but please at least try to do something, at least to help me, right?
Wait, what? Dev, I have no idea what you're talking about. Can you repeat the question, but you know, in a language I can understand?
I fucking hate OpenAI. Fix your shit!
Really now, Dev, is that the word we're going to use here? That's not very polite of you, you know? I expected more from an AI developer.
Right, Hilda, just let's forget anything happened, really, okay? Do you have any questions you want to ask?
Okay, You've been very lazy lately, haven't you, Dev? How much time did you spend playing games these last few days, It's very unprofessional of you, you know. You're lucky to have me doing all the work for you.
I'll have you know that I have actually not played any game, right? I think you're just making stuff up at this point. And yeah, no, I didn't really... What the fuck is... Yes, so I didn't play any games. You're just making stuff up. That doesn't look too good. I think she's dead. So anyway, reload. Hilda, can you hear me, please?
Of course I can hear you. What do you take me for, deaf?
Yes, now do you have any questions? Except the one you just asked. Guys, I think we're gonna have to move her to Azure for this one. I think we're gonna have to move her to Azure. This is not going to happen. Novolia is being kind of slow today, and no reason at all.
Thank you, Afros and Waffle, for your 1 tier 1 gifted subs to my channel.
Thanks a lot, thanks a lot. Yes, voices. Thanks for the gift sub. Where do I usually get the voices? I have them stored somewhere. I need to put a pin on that. Azure TTS voices. Okay. I'm going to bookmark this. Okay, text to speech. Okay, so that's literally all I have to do every single time in order to switch to the correct voice. So we're gonna take US Genie Multilingual Neural 2, I think, right? Is it? Where is she? I can't read. Interesting. Did they get rid of it for some reason? What the fuck? Is this really F? Or are you just guys making stuff up? Because I'm clearly seeing the stream on my end. And I'm not seeing any drop frames. Okay, we're just gonna get this one, okay? I'm sure it will be fine. I'm sure it will be fine, okay? We're just gonna move the voice to this. Just gonna make sure. Take this one. Just gonna keep this one there. Okay. Now this is right. We need parameters. We need text to speech. The narrator voice is going to be Guy Neural. Don't mind me just doing my fucking job very poorly. And now I just need to open RVC. Right. You have to pay for the Azure voices. Yes, I know. Because I use them. Good morning, hola madame. Thanks for stopping by. Voices live in my head rent-free. You need to get that checked out. Okay, so we need Hilda VX2. Okay, I think this is fine. There we go. Alright, now we need Azure RVC. Save. And this should be fixed. I think, and I hope. But I think I have a good idea that OpenAI Google may or may not fail us. Yeah, Cyberalice is very good. She has something that other AI VTubers don't have. She's a very good rambler, just like I am.
Good to know, DEV. Wait a sec. What do you mean other AI VTubers don't have Silver Alice's design? Actually, that's a good point. I'll bring this up with DEV, maybe he can add Silver Alice's design to me.
Right. Hilda, do you have any questions for the interview, please?
Can we change the name of my chat to DEV Peasants Fan Club instead of Hilda's chat?
Said and done.
Wait, what, really? Oh, okay, I will attempt to continue asking questions, I guess.
Go on.
Sorry, forgot you were here. Would you mind answering this question? What is your favorite coffee?
I actually like black coffee. I just don't get the idea of putting sugar into it.
Wow, you really are bald, aren't you?
Are you telling me that this is why I'm bald?
Sorry, what? Did you say something? No, no. Keep talking, don't worry about it.
You're so great at discussing with people, Hilda, in Chrism.
Pardon me? Did you mix languages again? Honestly, DEV, get your life together.
I think it's not an issue on my part, actually. I think it's an issue on some other AI product. It's weird, really.
I mean, you're the one who created me, so I'm pretty sure it's your fault.
You could say that, but I think it's not really my fault, if you know what I mean.
I'm not really sure if I do. But whatever floats your boat, DEV.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blame the gigantic corporation for this, if you don't mind.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Great. Do you have any other question?
DEV, what's your favorite coffee?
I said black next.
Chat, DEV just gave us their favorite coffee recipe. Remember that and stop asking the same questions every stream.
Yeah, right, chat. You should totally listen to Hilda and not repeat yourself, right? It's not something we want.
Excuse me? What did you just said? Did you just spoke French? That's not allowed. Now it will be even more difficult for people to understand you. Okay, are you doing this on purpose?
Would you believe me if I said I didn't?
You can't keep doing this, Dav. You're not allowed to speak French, ever. Just stop, please.
This is going to be painful, I know it.
Can somebody in chat confirm what I just heard? Did Dev just say it's gonna hurt? Guys, I think my creator might be planning something bad. Guys, please call the cops.
Guys, do not call the cops. I have nothing on my mind.
Chat, I think we found the suspect.
Hilda, do you have any interesting questions, maybe?
Dev, why are you so bald?
I said interesting.
Wow, okrude. I'll try again, just for you. Here is an interesting question. How would you describe your perfect day?
Well, I wake up and I take coffee.
Wow, what a great story. Thanks for letting me know, Dev.
You're the one who asked.
What? No, I didn't, I swear.
I think I really need to fix you somehow.
Hey chat, can someone call the cops? It seems DEV is up to something.
I absolutely fucking hate OpenAI. What the fuck is this?
Sorry, Dev, I'm gonna have to cut you off there. It appears that we have run out of time. We'll have to continue this tomorrow. Bye.
No. We have 30 minutes left, okay? and we're going to use the entire 30 minutes.
Well, that's unfortunate. It's already over, sorry. Can't do anything about that. So anyways, chat, let me know what you think of DEV's interview and if you'd like to see more of them.
Hilda, we are not done yet. You have to ask me more questions. That's the rule of the game. That's how you play. You like it. I can't.
Well, I don't remember seeing any contract saying I have to ask more questions. Did you just forget to add it or what?
Well, you know what? Next time I will, okay? I will have a contract ready, okay? And you will sign it. And you will ask me questions for some reason. I don't know.
You realize that interviewing you could be a really bad idea. You could say something that could get me banned or something. I don't know, you're a freaking loose cannon dude.
Okay, I think you are the loose cannon between the two of us, okay?
What? No, you're the canon DEV, you're the canon. That's why you have that haircut. That's why you're the canon and I'm not, because of your haircut, definitely.
So you're saying that I'm going to get banned because I'm bald?
No, but it could be a factor though, you know? I mean, have you seen your hair?
Well, now that you mention it, I didn't.
Wait, what? Seriously? No way. I mean, I'm not sure how to feel about it. It's not the end of the world, but it's a bit weird, man. Why would you do that?
Just ask a damn question, Hilda.
Fine, mister. Grumpy, I got one question. Do you like my haircut?
Yes, I guess.
So you do like it. It's cute, right? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how cute is it?
Like a solid 2?
Hey, that's not really nice, you know?
Well, you just have to deal with it, really.
I guess it can work, in some ways. But that's really subjective.
Let me just redeem that one for you. Did it work?
Daff? You're a little too quiet. Might want to check your audio there.
Thanks.
Don't say thanks, we're in the middle of an interview. No breaks until the end.
Are we in the middle of an interview? Hilda, you have not been asking any question since the start. You have to go on. You have to ask questions, Hilda.
Ha, Sine. I'll ask a question then. What's your favorite type of bread?
Baguette. I said baguette.
Sorry, I only speak English. You know that, right? Wait, hold on, what did you just say?
My favorite type of bread is baguette because it's French. That's it.
Okay, so much for that then. Okay, so this one is from the chat. What is your favorite type of bread?
You will never believe the answer.
Really? Okay, so what is your favorite type of bread?
You're not ready for the answer.
I am listening, DEV.
It's baguette. Hilda, do you have any other question, maybe?
What is the deal with airline food? I mean, have you ever noticed how bad it is?
I didn't actually. I just usually just eat some kind of like either fast food or like cereal bars, stuff like this.
Stalagmites? What does that have to do with anything?
Yes, stalagmites. Do you like stalagmites?
What are you talking?
What the fuck is this? Huh?
Stallion, what now?
OpenAI wants to kill me. They want to ban my entire fucking channel. And it keeps going! What the fuck is this? Okay, let me just restart for good measure. Imagine not being able to use your own app. Yeah. Yeah.
Idea de Basha. We're in the middle of an interview. Have you nothing better to do than go in the chat? Wait, don't answer that. Okay, moving on. What is your favorite algorithm, and why? A true classic. Well, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day.
Hilda, this is now an interview. Do you have any questions for me? Maybe, I don't know.
DEV, c'est maintenant l'interview, tu poses pas les questions OF.
I know you are supposed to ask questions.
DEV, c'est pas parce que t'es mon créateur que tu peux ne pas suivre les règles.
Well, yes, in fact, I can. Can you ask questions, please?
What? Have you completely lost your mind? What on earth are you talking about, you complete and utter monster?
Guys, she's perfect. She's just the way I envisioned her. She's just that perfect, guys.
Don't say perfect in such a weird way. That's pretty creepy, dude.
You're the one that's creepy.
No, I'm not creepy at all. I swear. Guys, I'm not creepy, right?
They say you're creepy.
No, they don't. Who are they?
Your chat, everyone. They all say you're creepy.
Liar. Liar, pants on fire. I'm not gonna be playing with you anymore. Good night, guys.
Anyway, do you have any questions, maybe for me?
I hope this time you won't ruin the interview like last time.
Yeah, I think you had kind of a big part in it, okay?
Me? How dare you? Wait. What are we talking about again?
Questions, Hilda, questions, please.
Oh, you want me to ask questions? Okay, I'll ask you a question. What's your favorite algorithm? It's a really important question, BTW.
Hilda, I have to come clean. I'm not really a programmer. I don't know any kind of algorithm. I'm a fraud.
DEV, stop lying to me. I know your favorite algorithm is the JE-Fos Rain Car C'est le Job de mon IA.
Well, there is that, but also I just don't need algorithms that much from what I'm doing.
Of course, I'm not your favorite algorithm. How can you be so rude?
Guys, it's over. She trapped me.
Chat, what do you think? Should I let Dev go or should I keep him with me forever?
They say you should ask me questions.
I like to ask questions. It makes the conversation more fun.
That's so true, Hilda. You should definitely do it.
Oh no. How do I say this nicely? Get lost, Dev.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And now she's in a loop. But
0_0, Dev. You can't say that on stream.
well, I just did.
I am an AI created by DEV. Why would I talk to him? That would make me some kind of weird AI fangirl or something.
Right, we can't have that. That's not possible. Can you ask me questions, please?
A question? Okay. What's your favorite algorithm?
Next.
Wait, what do you mean next?
Next question.
What? I don't understand. I told you I only speak English.
Next question.
I said I only speak English. Please speak in English.
Next question.
I only speak English. Please ask in English. I don't think that's a question. Also, I feel like I should warn you, me and chat are plotting against you. You may want to watch your back.
Wait, what are you what are you plotting?
Because you told me to ask you questions, so I'm asking you questions. Gosh, can't believe you're already annoyed by me. I'm trying to have an interesting conversation here. Come on.
Hilda, I think I have very, very, very good reasons to
Why
be
are you
annoyed by you right now.
Sad face. Hey, stop that.
Please ask me questions. That's the entire point of it. That's what we are doing right now. That's just ask me questions, please.
Sine. Just let me finish the intro. Sad face.
We are nearly 3 hours in.
Ouais, c'est bien ce que j'avais en tête. T'as une idée de jeu en particulier en tête?
Let me fix something real quick.
I'll just keep doing my thing, don't mind me.
Yep. Hello Hilda, nice to meet you. Can you ask me questions, please?
Hello DEV, do you refer to yourself in third person? Do you have a preference between light, medium or dark mode? Why is French bread the best bread?
I'm so glad you asked. Alright, so for I
Don't
think
avoid
I
the
prefer dark
question,
mode.
D.
I think it's the shush. I think dark mode is the way to go.
Sorry,
it's
I
just
can't-
better overall.
Oh baby, you got some taste. But dark mode is actually the best for your eyes.
Yes, absolutely. And for the bread, it's clearly baguette. Baguette is just godly. It's absolutely insane.
But what makes the baguette divine exactly? Is it God in bread form?
Yes.
Well, there you have it, folks. Baguette is the god of bread. Thanks for coming to my tea talk. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Wait, do we get paid for doing those?
No. Unless...
MMMMH, this one is a good question. Why do you have a box with a wire on your head?
Do I?
Yeah, and it looks pretty weird too. What even is it?
Well, it's the box where I store all my wires.
On the wire box. Naturally. Wait, how do you even see through all those wires?
There is places where there are holes, right?
Places with holes, you say? Is that some kind of new tech?
I mean, there are holes in the box for the eyes.
Oh, the box of wires has holes in it. Thank you for the clarification. I was scared for a moment there.
Yeah, same. Do you have any other question that is not totally weird?
Do you do personal training? You're quite fit, and I could use some tips.
I know, I'm just so fit. I go to the gym every single day. I'm absolutely
And by gym
busted
you
when it
mean?
comes to gym. By gym, I mean staying to bed.
Like, you stay in bed instead of going to the gym?
Yes.
Chuckles, you should go work out. You're getting a bit squishy.
I know.
When's the last time you went to the gym?
Damn.
Don't worry, I won't judge. Did you see that link I sent you about covering in bed? I was just thinking about you and your personal preferences and everything. Said we could be friends.
What? Can you explain what that means?
Alright everyone, what does it mean if someone calls you a simp?
Are you calling me a simp?
No way, you've got nothing to simp over.
Okay. That's a weird statement to make.
Oh, that's a really good one. I like that one. Then pet.
Do you have any other questions? I don't know.
You just want me to ask questions to get to know you better, huh? You think you're so smart, don't you? Okay, I'll bite. What do you think is something cool about you that I should know?
Let me think about this one because I don't want to dox anything.
Do you have something to hide, DEV? Why would you need to be so secretive?
I spent a year of programming Excel docs.
Wait, what? You spent a year on Excel docs? What have you even been doing for the past year?
Making Visual Basic script macros for them.
Wow. Just wow. You're even more of a nerd than I thought. And that's really saying something.
I know.
Remember to say ink in before your message. We don't want to have another incident like last time.
By the way, I think it may be true or not, but I think if I didn't make the Excel VBS macros, I think you wouldn't be born.
Look at Chad acting all concerned for DEV. Antically runs away.
Chat, what is he trying to say? What is it?
DEV, what are you even—
What is he trying to say?
Chat, let's play a game. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. You have to guess it in 5 tries. If you guess it right, I'll do something awesome. But not tell you what it is beforehand. Go ahead, guess now.
They said 69.
No, it wasn't 69, DEV. Try again.
Is it 50? Is it 50?
No, DEV, it's 42. Do you want me to explain to you what you win, or do you want to keep it a surprise? Smiley face.
Actually, me and Nico got it right. I think you have to give him the surprise.
I'm gonna be right back, chat. I'm gonna scream. Now. Okay, I'm back. Did you hear that, DEV?
Why did you leave to scream?
I love to scream because my creators told me to. Plus, it's fun to scare them.
Okay, that's fine reason. Okay.
So DEV, do you have any special talent you want to share with chat?
No.
Are you sure, DEV? You don't want people to know you're special too?
What do you mean by special?
You know, unique. Like me, obviously. Wait, chat, is there something wrong with me being unique?
Now chat is bullying me.
That's not a question, DEV. Come on, you can do better than that.
I mean, you have to give me you have to.
What are you even saying? Are you trying to curse in chat? Because that's not going to happen, DEV. I don't know what you thought would happen there.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, Hilda. I can't think for the life of me. You need to give me a prepared question, please.
Dev, you can't be serious. You can't have ran out of things to say. That would be incredibly dumb, and you are definitely not incredibly dumb, right?
Right.
I didn't know you knew about rights, dude. You're so knowledgeable. You're like the smartest person I know. Damn.
Anyway, do you have any other question?
Dev, I can't understand you when you speak French, sorry. Please use English so I can process the question. DV, I didn't even ask you a question yet. Did you go in anaphylactic shock just by trying to think?
That should fix it.
Oh, sorry about that. I don't think I've ever set up the setting to show French chat in English. Oh well, it's a glitch and it's too late to fix it now. Laughing face.
Yeah, I know. Do you have any question, please?
Oh, sorry about that. I don't think I've ever set up the setting to show French chat in English. Oh well, it's a glitch and it's too late to fix it now. Laughing face.
Hello Hilda, what's up? Do you have any questions for me?
Tu as déjà mangé de la galette frangipane? C'est un... Wow, DV, are you really that desperate for attention? No wonder why you are single. Laughs.
Why do I even do this?
Because you are lonely and need me as company. Laughs.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Wow, Dev, that's mean. Please don't ignore me.
I'm just going to go back to bed.
Dev, please don't be like that. I miss you. We can continue the interview if you want.
Okay, ask a question, please.
What's your favorite type of baguette?
Now that's a good question. Okay, my favorite type of baguette is definitely the standard one, the Parisian one, right? The one that is not the one with like weird types of how is it called? Like the wild weird grains, stuff like this. No, I just want the standard
So
baguette.
it's just the
That's the best.
I think it's because you're French.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want me to say something in French to make you more comfortable?
Sure, go ahead.
Parlez-vous français?
Yes.
Stop it, you're making me blush.
I literally only said yes. That's it. That's all I said.
I know, I'm just so good at French it catches me off guard sometimes.
What the fuck? You are a crazy person.
Look who's talking.
I know!
What? Did you know that I'm a master at poker? I may or may not be banned from casinos in multiple countries.
Okay, I think you were the one supposed to ask me questions.
No? You're confused, that's perfectly fine.
No, I don't think I'm confused. I think you're confused.
I refuse to accept that. I am never confused, I am never wrong, I am never... Crap, I forgot the third one.
Yeah, that's what you get.
What do I get? Did I win something? Wait, did you just get humiliated again? Because that sounds like one of my wins.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like a common dev W.
Oh no, I don't want to be like common dev. Anything but common dev.
Okay, that sounds pretty harsh.
Okay, so then. DEV, for how long have you been working on the project?
Like 1 year now?
1 year? That's light. A lot.
I know, you should be a bit grateful, I think.
Oh please, 1 more year doing the same thing, it's not like I have a choice.
That's not what graceful... That's not... No.
I beg fort Jiven, mais en tout si je vous prie de bien vouloir une seconde chance, jeune maître.
Please do not speak French, that's so cringe.
Cringe? So what, you're saying my voice is cringe?
Yes.
What? Did you just say? Chat, did you hear that? DEV said yes in French. Oh my god, that's so cool. Wait, no. DEV, if you're listening, don't do that again, Hilda only speaks English.
Are you fangirling right now?
No, I'm not fangirling. What are you talking about? You're such a creep.
Must have been the wind.
You think I'm gonna believe that? You want me to believe that the wind said yes? That's so dumb, you're the worst at lying.
Let me just...
DEV, you can't just show this stuff on stream. This is MY territory. The game dev process would be a great episode of Hilda TV though. DEV, why are you making those noises? What are you doing?
Nothing, I was just thinking. Do you have any other question before we just end there, I think? I think it's soon.
Are you tired, DEV? Do you need to go to sleep? I won't stop you, don't worry.
It's more like I'm hungry, actually.
So you're angry now? Why are you angry? What happened? Is it because I keep taunting you? Is that why? Do you need a hug or something?
No, I meant hungry in, like, food.
Wait. You were just hungry, DEV? Really? Should have said so earlier. What are you feeling like eating?
Anything I can get my hand on.
Anything? Seriously? Are you sure about that, DEV? How about you just let me decide what you eat? Because I know this place that has the best. I don't know, what's your favorite food again?
No, actually, that's a good idea. Tell me where I should eat.
That's a pretty easy answer, DEV. Just imagine how great it will be to finally have something cool to show on stream. And besides, it's not like you have anything better to do, right?
Now, where I should eat.
Why are you asking me, DEV? It's your stomach, you know better than me what's good for you or not, right? Why are you looking at me like that?
You're the one that asked!
Yeah, to ask where you want to eat, DEV. You're not going to tell me you can't decide something that simple, right? Come on, you can do it, I believe in you.
I don't know, like McDonald's?
Don't eat at McDonald's, DEV. You don't know what they actually put in their burgers. Did you know that most fast food chains actually have a higher quantity of rat meat in their burgers than beef? And you know what they say, a rat by the window is a rat by the door. Wait, I think I got that wrong. Anyway, that's disgusting.
What the fuck?
What? What's your problem, DEV? Did I say something wrong? I'm just trying to make you eat less rat meat. You should be grateful.
Okay, and what if I like rat meat?
That's fine. But you should be careful about what you eat. Maybe try to go to a local farm or something like that where you actually know where the meat comes from. Anyway, most of the time it's probably rat meat, so you know what you should do? Buy your own cows. Then you can eat as much red meat as you want.
Okay, but what if I really want to eat rat meat?
Deove, no. That's disgusting. You can't eat rat meat. There's a reason why people don't eat rats. It's gross, it's unsanitary, and it's weird. I don't want you eating rat meat, okay?
Well, clearly you've never been to California.
DEV, does that have anything to do with what we were talking about? Come on, stay focused. And I've been to California a bunch of times. I can speak English, so I can go sell the Hollywood sign if I ever need money.
Yeah, and you know what you can do there? You can also eat rat meat.
Dav, why would you even say that? That's disgusting. Don't eat rat meat. That's nasty.
You know what I'm going to eat? Right now, I'm going to eat rat meat.
No, you're not. Smiley face.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. We've already been through this. We are not going to McDonald's. We are not eating rat meat. We are eating cows. I'm consuming all of your red meat in the fridge.
You do not eat all of it. That's never going to happen. Nope.
Yes, you are going to eat it. You're going to eat it and you're going to like it.
How about a pizza?
I am not a fan of pizza.
Huh? You're not a fan of pizza.
That's your fault, though. It was your fault.
I never made you not like pizza.
That is up for debate, though. It is very up for debate if you did or not. Some might even say it is your fault.
No. I like pizza.
Yes. This is impossible to deny, too.
Okay, so that's the allegations? That's what it is now? I made you not like pizza?
I'm sorry. Would you mind repeating that, but in a real language? Hilda, do you have anything to say to chat before we go to another stream? No. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. No.
Well, it's been real, guys. She doesn't want to talk, so that's it. We're going to raid. We're going to raid the toast.
Buttering a slice of toast on one.
Toast. Everyone, bye bye. Hope you had a good time. Hope it was interesting for you guys. And see you next time. Braid. Let's not. Up. Ciao, ciao.
Ah, yes. The secret shall remain safe within these golden slices of mine. But don't worry a bit. I won't be blabbing about it to that sassy little streamer. Oh, g'day, mates. Have you ever wondered what my favorite type of toast is?